Hola, ¿cómo está, mi gente? This is Doc. There must be Doc Mark. This is not right, not wrong. On 92.6, the spot. Check us out everywhere. You name it, we on it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. On 92.6, the spot every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Not right, not wrong. You see it right there. With me, I got my co-host in the building, ready for this topic today that we're going to discuss. This is part 2 of 10 that may be coming because there's going to be so many things of this nature that we can discuss. So I got D1 in the building. Not right, not wrong. D1, what's happening, gorgeous?
Hola, ¿cómo está, mi amigo? Everything is good with me. I'm living, loving, enjoying life, and I'm glad to see you.
Awesome stuff. The feeling is mutual. Also, in the building, we got the JJ. JJ, what's happening with you, Captain? Talk to me.
Salute, King. Anything, you know what I mean? Another insightful episode by the trio.
Another insightful episode.
Yes,
so, y'all know we rotate topics. So today is my turn. Like I said, this is part 2 of 10. And today's topic is called I Hate When. So I will set it off with what I hate. I got a couple of things written down here on my list. It's about 30 things. We're definitely not going to get to all 30. So I'll save the rest for the next show when we do I Hate When. So I'll say mine. Then I'll go around to D1, go around the job. We're going to keep circling around until, we get this off our chest with what we hate. So the first thing that I'm going to start with on my I hate when is when people say no disrespect. Stop doing that. Because all that means is that you want to get a license to say something disrespectful. I hate that.
Facts.
No disrespect. That shirt is the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life. No disrespect. And then what makes it worse, after they say no disrespect and say it, they always put their hand right here. You understand? There's no disrespect. But that car, that's the ugliest shit out. No disrespect. No disrespect. You understand? But you have to say it a minimum of 3 times. 3 times. For them to really think that you're not disrespecting them.
At minimum. Mm-hmm.
But how come something disrespectful always have to come out after that? Or would you just prefer them to just say something disrespectful without starting off with that?
Dude, I don't know, but it is always, no disrespect is always the lead into some of the most disrespectful comments ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. And I think I prefer them to keep it to themselves because like anybody who started a sentence with me, no disrespect, you wasn't close enough for me to even care in the first place. Keep it to yourself.
I dig that. So that was my first I hate when. So if we could get a consensus for people to just stop saying no disrespect, or maybe think about what you're going to say and don't even say anything disrespectful. Or if you're going to say it, just lay it out. We all grown. People are going to say some disrespectful stuff, but don't preface it. That won't make the wound feel any less painful. So we're going to move on. We're going to see what D1 got, what she hates of I hate when. Then we're going to move on to JJ. D1, what you got?
I don't know. I don't know if I said this in our last I hate when episode, but if I did, it must mean I really, really hate it.
Uh-oh.
I hate when somebody sees you coming and don't hold the door open for you. Act like they didn't see you. I hate that. I hate it. You saw me.
That's that New York in them.
Don't do that. I think last episode I maybe said it in the reverse. Like I also hate when I hold the door open or if I open the door for myself and somebody walks through and doesn't acknowledge me, I will hit you over the head with a book. Why? You better say thank you. You know, that was not an automatic door. This is not my job. So I hate both of those. I hate
You hate
opening
both
the
of them.
door and someone walking through, and I hate someone not holding the door.
And it's not that complicated. Just a little thank you. Or even if you nod. Sometimes people don't say it, they'll go, you know, they appreciate it. All right. It's easier to speak, but you acknowledge it. I appreciate you holding the door for me.
But here's the other kicker. It'd be a family of 13. It's a family of 13, and all 13 of them walk through the door while you standing there holding it.
I ain't standing there for all that. I ain't standing there for all that. Well,
Yeah.
or the rest of them better be kids. Some field trip or something like that, and it's the teacher. I'll hold it for that. But come on, is this all together 13? I'm standing there like I ain't got places to be. Nah, I ain't doing that. And nobody say thank you? None of them?
I've definitely in my unevolved days, I've definitely have slammed the door on a person or two. And the only way you get to slam the door on a person or two is if there's a line of people, right?
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
it's one person, they walk through, they're gone. You say something like, say something slick behind their back, like, you're welcome. That was the thing, right? That was the slickest I got. You're welcome. But when it's a line of people and I already held the door and 2 or 3 people walked through and y'all didn't say thank you, that 4th person is getting the door slammed on them.
They gotta know the rules.
Letting that door go.
Yeah.
Listen, JJ, what you got for us, JJ? What you got? I hate when. Holla at us.
Oh man, when mother effers text you talking about call me.
No. He's still mad at that.
Did I say that? Did I say that in the first part?
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Oh,
we spoke about
okay.
that. And we spoke about that in depth.
Yeah.
But they still doing it.
Yeah. I guess that still annoys me then, to D1's point. All right, let me okay. There's others. All right, being that I said that one in part 1. Did I mention anything about driving?
Yeah, when they high beam you. You hate that.
Yeah, the other part is when when you're converging into a lane due to road work, and you're converging into the lane, and I'm already in front of a vehicle, but the vehicle is gonna try and speed past me when I'm already in front, about to converge into that one lane, and the vehicle speeds past. That infuriates me to no end. I hate that.
What do you do when
it happens?
you're
gonna see that every day.
True story. This happened last night on the way to work. What I'm talking about right now. The cones causing us to converge into one lane because they're doing road work on my way to work. I'm already in front of this vehicle, but this vehicle decides is gonna pull up and try and cut me to be in front. And so not to prevent a car crash, I allowed him to, but I was furious. So I honked him, I high beamed him, and I chased him. just to run him down. He saw me look on me aside, and I called him another word for a cat.
A kitten, ladies and gentlemen. He called the man a kitten.
Yes. Synonymous to kitten. And then I know what I'm trying to. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, facts.
So I pulled up on him, looked over. He looked over. He did a double take. He saw me, and I looked at him, and I called him a kitten, and I sped him. So, and I was ready. I was ready for whatever after that.
Yeah, dig it.
I was ready.
Like another way you call a cat a kitten is 5 little letters that I'm missing.
Listen, in celebration of 50 years of hip hop, we quoting lyrics.
No doubt. So that's another aspect of driving with fellow citizens that I hate.
Dig it.
How's that? I'm already in front. Why you want to pull up and try and pass me? Where you going? Obviously,
why not?
you know, you want to give the benefit of the doubt to the person that maybe they're trying to get somewhere, emergency, but no, he just wanted to be a male anatomy. He wanted to be a Richard and just do it. So that's why I was able to catch up to him because he wasn't really going nowhere. So I pulled up on him and I had to call him a kitten. And then I went on my business and I was ready for him. I was ready for him. They said we could road rage all night. We could road rage tonight, bro. We could road rage tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely
Yeah.
something that you hate. It sounds
Yeah.
like you hate that with a passion.
Yeah. So all that to say, like D1, I'm not completely healed either.
But you working on that.
Working on it, yes. Work in progress still.
But definitely not when you drive.
Nah. That's still, it's very disrespectful. Yeah, very disrespectful.
Listen.
Yeah, I love when people do stuff like that and then they don't look at you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
You were pulling stunts back there.
Yeah.
Now we at the light and you don't want to look at me?
You don't want to look at my
At all.
face.
It's stones.
Yeah. Look straight ahead.
But they feel the heat.
They feel the heat
from you looking at them.
They feel the laser beams on them.
Yeah, they see your window rolled down, all that. And you know, cabs are the worst.
The worst.
The
worst.
Worst.
The worst. Anytime you drive and you see a license plate that begins with a T,
you already know. You already know. They're gonna cut across everything. You already know. Just let them go do what they're gonna do because you're definitely gonna be road raging.
No doubt. No doubt.
So number 2 on my list. Go ahead. What you said, John?
I said back to you, King. Back to you.
Oh, so number 2 on my list, I hate when, as we moving along, this is in keeping with conversation, and this is something people say often and a lot, but I just need them to stop, is when people say, sorry to cut you off, and then cut you off. What's the point of that? Just let me finish my point. How busy are you to tell me, sorry to cut you off, and then you get your point in and I can't finish mine? I don't get it. That's just one of those things. I just want people to stop saying that. Sorry to cut you off, and then they cut you off. So the apology comes first before the action. So, I mean, in that case, is it really an apology? And then, you understand? Because then they do it.
Yep, they do it anyway.
They do it anyway. Yep.
Sorry to cut you off, but
yeah, let me get this out. Yeah, and then go on with the point. I mean, at least have a little grace period. Don't go on with your point, and then now we have to discuss your point that you made. I never even finished mine.
Right.
So as you can see, you know, so the two things, first thing, no disrespect, and then sorry to cut you off. So you could kind of see how these conversations go with talking to people sometime, right? I know you two don't do that.
I don't actually. Well,
look,
I don't do the sorry to cut you off. I think I'm a really dope listener. I can listen for a really long time unless I'm mad. And if I'm mad, I'm not sorry to cut you off. I'm just gonna cut you off. Again, I'm a work in progress. I'm working on some things.
Dig it.
But I do not. But what I do, I said do. That makes me giggle. But what I do is I don't say no disrespect, but I do say respectfully.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But I do it because it amuses the F out of me. Like I'm so it's the funniest thing ever to me. Respectfully.
Yeah.
You look like a camel.
So listen, babe. Let me holler at you. Listen,
That's the new wave.
Respectfully, babe. Respectfully.
Yeah.
No disrespect. I slept with your sister. Respectfully, no disrespect. So it's all good, right? It's all good.
And yes, and that's a good technique, Mark. Always place a hand over the chest.
You got listen.
Preferably
You
over the heart.
you have to.
Yes, yes. Just like that. Yes.
Just like that.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yes.
Respectfully,
Yes.
Brenda got a big old butt, so I'm leaving you.
Yes.
Lyrics are popping up for me tonight, but
Indeed.
Yeah, we definitely celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah, shout out to Todd. Shout out to Todd.
So it's a show within the show. We're not only doing our hate when we celebrate 50 years of hip hop.
Always.
How about it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta get that. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
D1, what you got? What you got next, D1? We back to you. Give me something.
I'm such a loving person. I think I told y'all this already. I don't know if this goes into I hate when, but if I can tweak that a little bit too, I think it's interesting how.
No doubt, you got the floor. However you want to work it.
All right, I'm going to do that because I don't necessarily hate this, but I'm always intrigued by how you can be in a conversation with someone, but you never get to say anything because they keep talking the whole time. Was a little back and forth, but it's only fourth. Like, what is happening?
I mean, you said you were a good listener.
I am a good listener. And the reason why it's in the top of mind, similar to Ja, something just happened to me a few days ago. I'm in an Uber. I kid you not. I get in the Uber. The driver says, "Hi, Tamika. How are you? How's your day?" And I'm like, "My day is great." Like, I'm enthusiastic. I was having a really good day. My day is great. How's your day? Right? Because that's polite. How's your day?
Absolutely.
My Uber ride was 27 minutes. I spent 27 minutes listening. Tell me about his. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that. What if he's listening? Oh, man.
He definitely subscribed.
He subscribed. It's all right, though.
Anyway, but
this is a lesson for him.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson. And I will say he was a really nice dude and he had a lot on his mind. But I was just like, what happened to the forth and back, the back and forth? Like, Aaliyah, come on, where's Aaliyah in this?
And we celebrate R&B.
We celebrate R&B.
Peace,
so I don't hate it, but it always makes me a little bit curious about, did you notice I didn't get back in there yet? So
right.
So he was waiting to air that out. He was waiting. You understand? And you just opened it for him. I mean, 27 minutes, he probably discussed his whole life, why he started Ubering, how much he make, when he gonna stop. You heard a lot.
I did hear a lot.
Was he trying to holler at you?
No.
Okay.
He did have a lot on his mind, and he also spoke to he had enough awareness to say, wow, I'm talking a lot, but he kept going. And even, at some point he said, what did he say? He said something like, I forgot what the question was. That's what he said. Like, that is funny. But what I will say is that I am a good listener, and he dropped some jewels in that 27 minutes that I took away with me. And I was like, you know what? It was all worth it because at least I got something out of it. I would have liked to participate a little bit, but he did give me some jewelry to take with me.
So you could tip with Uber, like if you want after your ride, like you can. Okay.
You can.
Okay.
And I gave him a nice tip. I gave him a pretty hefty tip because part of what was on his mind is he was working towards first of all, he was a Black man. So I got a special place in my heart for Black men.
Respect.
Sometimes. And so there was that. Work in progress. I don't know how many times I got to tell you.
Dig it.
And what was on his mind was some business stuff. He was trying to transition into some business things, and it kind of pulled at my heart. And I was like, dude, go for it. Go do your thing. Go home. Stop driving today. Go home and do your thing. So if you're listening, I hope you went home to do your thing.
Much respect, man. Get that business plan together.
Respectfully.
Respect.
Respectfully. Get that plan together. That's right, brother.
JJ, what you got, JJ? It's on you now.
So another thing. Another thing that I'm not quite fond of is when just to piggyback off of D1, the conversation piece. When I hear people, most of the time when I hear people have conversations, it seems to be it's competition. It's not a conversation where there's an exchange in compassion, concern, or information. It's one person says, well, I did such and such and such, and the other person responds, well, I did such and such and such. So it's not, the person's not really listening. It's like talking above the person, like it's a one-upsmanship kind of thing.
Yeah,
so say for instance, like you say, yo, I just got a raise today, 5% increase. You know, I'm making X amount of dollars right now. And then instead of me saying, yo, congrats, B, yo, that's what's up, you know, encouraging, cheering you on, being happy for you, I say, oh, word? Yeah, that just, yeah, because last week, I respond, yeah, because last week I just got my 10% raise because I'm making such and such now. And then you respond, yeah, you know, that kind of back and forth. So it's I call it competition conversations. And I hear that a lot with people. And I think that's why, because I was gonna bring that up also, D1, to your point, that's why I'm bringing it up now. And that's why I think people like us, D1, because we're good listeners, because we don't do that and we listen. So the easiest way to get along with a person is to listen to a person, because most people like to talk about themselves. Most people like to talk about themselves. And I realized that long time ago. Because when people talk to me and I listen and I don't try to one up them or express something, I just listen, they feel that I'm cool. And I'm saying to myself, I know why you think I'm cool, because
cool job.
Because I listen to your ass. You know, I didn't have competition. I didn't have competition conversation with you. You know what I mean?
You just listen.
I just listen. And people like to be listened to. People like to be heard.
I got a homeboy like that.
Yeah.
I swear, no matter what you say, he did it. He been there. He about to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known this dude for years. Matter of fact, he from Webster too. He probably one of our subscribers too. But
right.
No matter what you say, any vehicle, anything like, oh, word, nah, man, I'm about to probably about a month or so. I'm gonna just get the new Benz joint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, I just got the TV, just got the 75-inch joint. Oh, word? Yeah, man, I'm about to get the 95-inch joint. Yo, I'm gonna have the Super Bowl party at my crib. There you go. It's just him.
That's it.
But in your conversation, what you mentioned, and you just saying it for conversation's sake.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, you're not trying to stun or anything. You're just saying what it is.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or somebody, he come up to you, was like, yo, that leather's hot. Yeah. I just copped this. Or, yeah, I just got the joint out the cleaners just like that. I got the Chiffon sheet joint.
Yeah.
Or, oh, okay. You're doing it. Keep going. You know?
Right.
But that say more about the person as opposed to, you know, you themselves. Whatever it is, I don't know. But, you know, I got a homeboy that's like that to this day. So the conversations I have with him are rare and in between, because I know he's going to do that. Or when we talk, I just keep it strictly on family. And then I get off the phone. Yo, how you doing? Everything good? You good? How your son? Your son good?
Yeah.
In school, both of them good. All right, I'm hollered, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I already know where it's gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. So so I say, so I just wish, I just wish us, we as a whole society, really genuinely listen to each other, because we don't do that.
Mhm.
From what I witnessed when I even hear other people talk, like I said, I call it competition conversation. It's like this kind of one-upsmanship. It's like you're not even paying attention to what the person's saying. You just waiting for them to finish so you can add on to what they're saying to shift back to your to shift it back to being it about you.
Respectfully.
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 Right.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, there you go. There you go.
Respectfully.
And,
I can't do that. I can listen,
mm-hmm.
but I can't, the competition conversation, I withdraw, I shut down, or I'm gonna get angry.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. And Ja, I do think you have a special talent for that. Because not only do I feel like I've witnessed you not only listening, but you're so kind. You are really, you're encouraging. And
Mm-hmm.
there's
John
been
know
a couple,
everything.
yeah.
Because he listens. He said it. He recognized this in himself.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But he also encourages, like there's been a couple of conversations I've been privy to that I've been like, Ja, like if you don't stop encouraging that nonsense, and I also, shameless plug for Not Right, Not Wrong. I think all of us have listening skills. We have heavy listening skills.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we don't agree with each other, we will
Which is a
take
lot.
each other in, process it, and then give something back. But it's not
Mhm.
one up. It's really like
Yeah.
take it. And so I think, shout out to Not Right, Not Wrong. That podcast.
Shout out to Not Right, Not
thing.
Wrong. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Big facts, big facts. That's why I say we the Fugees of this podcast ish.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I definitely can agree because just us going to this venture is three separate minds, three separate mindsets, three separate thoughts. It's going to be a bunch of other topics we ain't going to agree upon, but it has to be something that we learn from it, respectfully. Because each of us is going to say something different, and then it's some things that we're going to agree upon. A lot of it may be consensus among all three of us. So definitely shout out to us, D1. That was hot with the plug.
Yeah. I concur.
This is the time right now, if you watch it, to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, might as well continue on with the plug-in. Not Right, Not Wrong, 92.6. The spot. Every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Check us out on YouTube as well. Subscribe so we can get these numbers up.
Yeah. Let me pause this, y'all. Let me pause this.
Okay.
Go ahead, King.
So we're going to swing back to the next thing I have on my list. Sadly, I even have to mention this. I guess it's sort of like a PSA, and at this time and this era with everything that's going on, it's sad that I even have to mention this, and this pains me to even have to do so. However, on my I hate when list, this is one of the things that I hate, because sadly some people just don't do it. Wash your hands. That's all you got to do. Wash your hands. You understand? I can't speak for the ladies' room, but I know in the men's room, I'll use my job as an example. I wash my hands. I've seen fellas come out of the stall.
Not the stall.
Listen, let me tell you, this is how bad it is. I'm in there washing my hands. This guy comes out of the stall, goes straight to the hand towels, get the hand towels, wipe his hand in the hands towel, and dip. So whatever it is you had on your hands, you done cemented it. It's all into the hands. You ain't wash it. And then you just dip. I make a mental note of everybody on my job that do that shit. Because at some point, hey, Mark, what's going on? Respectfully. I don't shake hands, man. I'm on a new level. I don't shake hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wakanda forever. I'm coming with something. It's just that simple. Just wash your hand. I don't
Yeah.
even understand, especially with everything that's going on. You understand all the germs and everything that being past, COVID, and how bad. I mean, a lot of people seem to think it's gone, but some people are still catching it. Is it as bad as it was? Absolutely not. But still, first thing they say, listen, wash your hands. Sometimes some people just throw their hands under the water, no soap. Mind you, all this is in the restroom. Soap, hand towels, you name it. Some people just get the water, gone.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? This is all I'm asking. Just wash your hands. I don't know how it's going in the ladies' room. You got an eye on that D1, but if it's half as bad as what the fellas is doing, listen, just wash your hands, man. Come on.
Let me tell you something about that ladies' room.
Uh-oh.
Ladies, I love y'all, but respectfully, y'all are some nasty. Wait, do I have to? Is there like a time limit? Do I have to hold this to my chest for like
Nah.
3 seconds or something?
Long as you put it there.
Seconds. Just
Okay.
Respectfully. And
Yeah,
then
respectfully.
That's it.
Yeah, you got to say it respectfully.
Yeah.
And then,
ladies, I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean no harm. But some of y'all are nasty MFers.
Come on. Come on.
Some of these ladies' rooms, I don't know how y'all are dealing with us. Disgusting in there. Not even gonna go into what I see.
Nah, dig it. Don't. I could
But
only
ladies,
imagine.
you know what's in there. You know what be going on. So washing your hands becomes paramount from what I see happening in the stalls and what I smell. Y'all need to wash your hands. And sometimes I've definitely seen women come out of the stall and go straight. I don't think I've ever seen a woman like grab a paper towel and then leave the stall. It's like I'm out of the stall and I'm gone. And I'm like, really? You couldn't even be performative? You can't even put on a performance for me? You see me here. You see me here. Like, just do something. Like, you just walk. Y'all are nasty.
Listen, just as you mentioned that, I know this was a long time ago, but this is way before we started Not Right, Not Wrong. And a lot of the posts that Tamika used to put on Facebook before she took, a hiatus was comical. 99% of the time outside of me checking on the well-being of people on Facebook, how they doing, how their kids doing, I want to see something funny. We already know all the bad shit that's going on. I like to see something funny. And she would provide that comedy relief. She had something on there where she posted about the bathroom at work. I can't say verbatim, and something along the lines of this, job. She said, I may not know who you are because I can't see you in the store, but I could recognize you by your shoes. And I will find you. Something, yo. I was crying.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is she doing or they don't do, you understand? Or maybe, she going in there and they done like, damn, you smell like that, and she already leave. When she see that person during the day, this is them. Doodle butt. You understand? So, like, she gonna recognize the shoes. Yo, man, I was
Yo,
dying.
if you're gonna act up in the bathroom, ladies, have a pair of bathroom shoes. Have a pair of shoes that you wear explicitly to the bathroom. And then when you come up to your desk, change back out of your bathroom shoes.
Bathroom shoes.
I don't need to I really don't even want to know who you are half the time. It be going down in the ladies' room. It goes down.
Listen, it's both ways. Yeah. I mean, at the same time, fellas, you need to do the same thing too. And then wash your hands and wash your shoes. Everything.
Everything. Wash everything. Take a shower.
Take a shower.
Wash the hands, man. Yeah, definitely.
Respectfully.
No doubt.
JJ, what you got, JJ? Get us out of this bathroom, man, because we already know that's disgusting. Man.
Yeah. Men and women gonna start looking at each other sideways like,
and looking at their shoes.
Looking at their shoes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
but
mean,
funny thing, you know, and keep it with that. So the person, you see the shoes, and then you leave, and then someone call you, listen, come into this office. We need to talk to you about something.
mhm.
Then you go into the office, you recognize the shoes. Hey, surprise party for you or something on the promotion. And that's the same person that done cut the cake.
Nah.
Yeah, I already cut the cake for you. Here, take this slice.
Nah.
No, thank you.
Nah, you know what? I just ate. I'm starting this new vegan diet.
Yeah.
Something. You understand?
Not happening.
Not happening.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'll be PC. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna eat it later. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna wrap it up, save it. As soon as they go, dumping
Hold that.
shit in the garbage. Like, no, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. So, for those of you out there, that's some nasty mother effers. You don't wash up, and you cutting cake, and they tell you, nah, I'm gonna save it. They know what you did. They know what you did. They saw you. They know what you did.
And they know what your shoes look like.
They know what your shoes look like. That's a PSA for our audience out there. A little PSA. Wash your goddamn hands.
Not right, not wrong PSA.
I love it. I love it.
For real.
JJ, what you got? Holla at us, JJ.
Yeah. So another one I dislike is when people don't take accountability at the job. When lack of performance, and it affects the next shift and the next worker.
Uh-oh.
And everybody knows who the culprit is because we have receipts.
And we got the receipts.
And we got
Ja,
the receipts.
is this current, brother? Is this happening?
It has happened at my job many times. It has happened at my job many times. We know who the culprit is, but the culprit themselves deflects and says stuff like, I didn't know, I did that. Standing 10 toes, claim they did what they need to do as far as their job performance. Standing 10 toes on it when clearly it wasn't done. And the receipts back it up. But they stand 10 toes on it. I did it.
Strong and wrong.
Strong and wrong. So either do that.
Strong and wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Strong and strong. So they either do that or they deflect. Well, what about so-and-so? Well, so-and-so said, that's the other one too. So-and-so said that they was going to do it, so they didn't do it. So I thought that kind of stuff. No onus on themselves, no accountability. And that is very frustrating to deal with as a colleague and a co-worker. I'm sure you two can relate on many occasions where people.
Oh, come on, please. I can't count that high.
Right. You know what I mean? So just like that very much. Yeah, and it's you want to maintain professionalism and not call them out, but you want to call them out so badly. You know, you just want to tell them, stop your effing lying.
Yeah. Respectfully, no doubt.
Yeah. But no one wants to be called a liar, though, right? Even though they're lying. Even though they're lying. No one wants to be outright called a liar. So is this kind of workforce, this unspoken rule in workforce culture, right? You know what I mean? Y'all can relate to that. This unspoken
come on.
In workforce culture, can't even say the word right. Workforce culture.
Mm-hmm.
You can't outright call somebody a liar. You have to maintain your professionalism, and you just have to listen to their response and figure out a more political way, a more mature way to deal with the situation instead of just wanting to cuss them out and just flat out call them a liar. Like, no, you ain't do that shit.
Yeah.
On top of that, you don't do shit.
Listen.
Let me go ahead, D1. You was gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, and then if you go the consequence route, like if you're in a position to enact some consequences, a verbal warning or verbal warnings are interesting too, because I don't know about y'all, but when I was in organizations, verbal warnings had to be written down, like they had to be
Absolutely.
documented. And I'm
Absolutely.
like, the number of times I had to explain to somebody, no, it's still a verbal warning, but it's documented. It's weird. It's a weird explanation to have to make. But the moment if you're in a position to enact consequences, the moment you enact consequences, now you're the bad guy.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right. You're the bad guy.
You're the bad guy.
Mhm.
Once you sit in that seat, you're the bad guy.
Yeah, automatically.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Once you start with the verbal warning that is documented, you understand it? It got to be an email trail. So I spoke to you on May 15, 2023 about your bad body odor. You understand? Respectfully,
That's right.
you deferred and said Elizabeth had bad body odor. You understand? You got to put everything in the email.
Yep.
You understand? Listen, but in keeping with that, if there was any moment where I had to maintain my composure and not just tell a person stop the line, it was this young lady who worked at my job. I don't know what kind of issues she may have had going on, but she definitely had some sort of mental issues. And we know this was affecting her work performance. So we sat down and we spoke to her. I spoke to her, and my director at the time spoke to her. So we sitting down, we go in the conference room, we sit down, hey, listen, what's going on with you? What kind of things are happening? We've seen that, you're a little disgruntled, you're upset now, you're stomping your feet. What's going on? So she said on her block, she saw two other co-workers that work on our staff selling drugs on her block.
The plot thickens.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I know this definitely wasn't happening. I'd bet the house on it. Because the two people she accused, both of them are like senior citizens. Both of them with grandkids.
Oh.
I don't put it past them. I think you should check her block. Her block sound hot.
Listen, she says she saw both of them, not one of them, but both of them out there getting that fast money. You understand? Like they out there pitching. Like what? But again, once you sit in that seat, you have to keep a straight face and document all of this. What's the point of even documenting all of this? All of that had to be written down. So of course, we sent her down to get a psych and all that, the whole thing, and we let her go shortly thereafter. But I'll never forget about that. And you just think about the type of things people could just come up with and say it, and you got to document it.
Yeah.
Like what? They selling what?
Like, what are you talking about right now?
And how is that relevant? How does that apply to, to you handing in your report on time? Help me understand.
All right. Listen, I mean, I could go on for days and days about some of the stories, but that's the first one that came to mind because she actually believed that to be the case. And she brought that up more than once to say that we're not doing anything about them drug dealing on her block. Like we're supposed to be NYPD.
Right.
I tell you this whole thing went left. I just touched the surface of it, but it went left.
Okay.
Believe that.
Yeah.
So the next thing I got on my list, this is something simple, and I'm sure you can relate, my fellow New Yorkers, or wherever it is you live at, but this is definitely getting way out of hand in regards to what's going on. Another PSA, sad to say. I just need people to clean up after their dog.
Oh,
Please.
I hate that. I hate it.
Please.
Oh, I hate it.
It's starting to be a maze walking down the street.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Look out. Look out. Look out. I'm not superstitious or anything like that. People say that's good luck. I don't believe in luck. So I don't need to step on it or anything like that for it to be on my shoes or anything. But I just need people to clean up after their dog because it's getting way out of hand. People just let the dog dump anywhere on the street, on the sidewalk, middle of the sidewalk, on the bus, on the train. All right, not on the bus, on the train.
It's like, listen, in
But
New York,
it's
you
too
can't
much.
count it out though. You can't count it out. It's probably happened on the bus.
It's probably
I know it's
happening.
happened on the train.
I have no doubt. I
I
haven't
have
seen
seen human feces on the train.
I haven't seen it, but I heard. I heard. But clean up after your dogs, people. If you have a dog, clean up after it. They got those bags everywhere. You can buy the bags. It's your responsibility. Your dog start dumping in the street. Don't just bounce. You got the dog. No one want to step on that. Everyone want to walk around it or take the dog in the corner, do something. Because it's getting way out of hand in New York. And you know, New York is very dog friendly. It's probably going to be people upset the fact that I'm just mentioning that because I don't have a dog. But clean up after your dog.
Yeah.
D1, what you got?
I just need to say, I need to highlight and emphasize that because I'm 2000% on board. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. What I got, so this is a little bit difficult to explain. I might need some assistance on this one, but I really do hate this. I hate this one. I hate. So let me tell y'all a story first.
Okay.
Let me tell you a story. You know how you could have a sibling or a cousin or a parent, and that person has gotten on your nerves, and you like, oh, I can't stand when my sibling does this thing. I hate my sibling. I'm gonna kick my sibling in the back of their neck when they go to sleep. They get on my nerves. And you that was extra violent. I don't know why it was so violent. But
Yeah.
you know, you
Fact, we felt like that before. We all got siblings. Believe that.
okay. So they on your nerves and you venting and you saying all kinds of stuff. And then you go outside and somebody who's not your sibling is beefing about your sibling, and you like slow all the way down. You ain't got no business, right? So take that energy, and I call that in group and out group, right? I'm in the group. I'm in the sibling group. I could talk as much smack as I want. You, my friends, are not. Shut your face. I hate when men, and I don't know if I said this before, but I really, really hate this. I hate when men try and tell women how to be women. I hate it. I'm sure y'all hate it on the other side, but I'm not a man. So I'm going to speak from my side. I hate it when a man tries to tell me how to be a woman. Like, trust me, let me tell you what my experience is, and believe me. And you can tell me how it lands, or like you can tell me how, you know, you're impacted, but don't be like, what you should do is, what you should do instead of wearing 3-inch heels, you should wear 6-inch heels. If you don't shut your effing face, don't tell me what I should do, because I am angry and I will be a whole angry Black woman and foot sweep you. Thank you very much.
That's
my
so this is so the whole, so is this a sibling that's doing this? Or was it two different I hate wins?
It was two different. I do hate the first one, but the first one, the sibling one, was an example to give y'all the energy of what I needed.
I got you.
So I hate when men try and tell women how to be women.
You know, a lot of that goes on.
Yeah.
A whole lot. All you gotta do is turn on social media.
I'm so well aware. Sometimes a group chat or two. Just saying.
I mean, oh gosh. And I mean, at the end of the day, how would we know that? For me to tell you what to do. There's no, I mean, right, you don't even have a basis to go off of. All right, you have a mom, you may have a sister, aunts, and everything like that. But everyone's someone else. for you to say this is what you should do based on that example, I don't know. I don't get it, but a lot of that definitely goes on. You know that.
I know it. Does that happen for y'all? Do y'all feel like women tell y'all how to be men too? Do we do that?
You know what
We do.
I think happens more as opposed to women saying how to be men. I think women may try to do things more to emasculate you. You understand? More so
Yeah.
of that. You know, it may be suggesting or something along the lines of this. You may be in the store, something like that, Bloomingdale's, Macy's, wherever it is you shop, or something like that. You know, so you're accompanying her. She going making her rounds, look at this and that. She may say something like, "Pick this up. Oh, babe, that's a nice outfit. This will look nice on you too." You understand? Something what? It'll be something slick. Like, what are we talking about?
Wait, are you talking like, wait, I think the image I have in my head is a funny one, and I don't know if that's what you mean. Like,
You
do
can
you
laugh. Go ahead and
you
laugh.
walk you like if you walk past a mannequin that got a rhinestone dress on and you look at your lady and go, that would look nice on you, and she goes, that would look nice on you too.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to,
Oh, like
I
that?
think it's, I think, but it'll be something slick or funny. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find that humorous. I'm not. You know, I don't really get too many women.
Thing I've heard.
Well, this is what you should do as a man because every single man is different. And whatever it is she likes you for, she gonna like you for that. Granted, no one is perfect, but I think it may be something slick or along the lines of that. You understand?
There's
What
some,
you think, y'all?
there's some condensation there. There's some level of condescent.
Some along those lines.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
I think it.
I don't really go on social media a lot, so I'm sure maybe some women to say what men do, but most of it is men talking about other men, what other men should do. I don't really, get women saying, "Yeah, sisters, men should this, men should that." It's mostly brothers saying, "All right, fellas, we need to this, we need to this and that and that." You
Mm.
know,
No, conversely, I hear it. I hear it on my end as well. Either directly or indirectly. I've heard women have conversations implying or inferring what they feel men should do or what it means to be a man according to their opinion. So, I can relate to D1 from that aspect. It's like, let's not do that. You're not my gender. You know what I mean? So let's not do that. Um, I am a man. I know what it takes to be a man. I know how to deal as a man. You deal as a woman, and let's coincide respectfully.
respectfully.
Yo, Ja just got scary. Ja's voice got real low. His movements were real constricted. If y'all know, like I know, don't tell Ja how to be a man. Y'all better stop it. And
He
don't
gets
make
serious.
inferences.
You know what
He
I'm
gets
saying?
serious.
So D1, I feel you on that. So I concur. We in alignment tonight, D1. Oh, this is it.
Look at it, right?
It's the universe. It's the universe.
It must be the father of the house thing.
It must be. It must be.
I think it's that.
The audience don't know about that yet. We'll fill you in if we decide to. We'll fill you in.
Gas station.
Gas station.
Yeah,
Gas
man.
station.
Coming up soon.
You know what I'm saying? But I think about to I think I'm about to seal it up, brother. I'm looking at the time.
All right, you got a last point, or you want me to just make a last point? We seal it up.
No, I'm looking at the time. I think we got time for my last point.
All right, go ahead.
So the other thing, the what's one another thing that I dislike? I dislike the lack of support from people who claim to be your friend or acquaintance. I'm just not just talking about me per se, although I've experienced that, but just when I see other people around. Like for like for example, if you are like for me, if I'm supporting someone, that is not to say I'm disingenuous about my support, but if we have a bond or a friendship, I would like the reciprocation. Or if you don't like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing, make suggestions or tell me you don't like what I'm doing and the reason why you don't like what I'm doing, whether you think it's whack or whether you think it's against what you believe. Any type of endeavor that I'm doing, there's no reciprocation or support. I dislike that, especially when I consider you a friend and I go out of my way to support you. And that's not just me. That's just I don't like to see that in general. I see that with myself. I see that with other people. I've even had a conversation with another friend of mine about that. There's a particular person that I do know. He's a friend of mine. He's not my best friend, but he's a good friend of mine. And when it comes to support, he's pretty self-centered. Yes, I'm putting him on blast right now. He's pretty self-centered with it. When it comes to support or lack thereof. And so there's a group of us that mutually know each other that's always supported this brother, but it's not reciprocated. So we've had conversations about him regarding that. So that's another thing I dislike. So if it feels not worthy of support, then be genuine and tell me the reason why, or I'll even take constructive criticism. Tell me, well, you could be straight over me. Well, I don't like what you're doing. This is kind of whack, respectfully. What I think you should do is this, that, and the third, make it more popping, whatever the case may be. I can take that criticism. I come from a father who always was real critical. So my skin is tough. My skin ain't thin, so I could take it. So if he's watching, that's a little message to you, my friend.
And I'm sure he one of our subscribers.
You know what I'm saying? So, so that's the last thing I dislike. I'm not even gonna say hate, I'm gonna say dislike.
Nah, I dig it.
Yeah.
Listen, so Ja put his hand on the watch. So we about to wrap up this Not Right, Not Wrong. And within this show, we've had a couple of other topics that just came to mind with D1 and Ja just speaking. I wrote down a couple of things that may be topic going forward. Definitely one of them might just be, what is friendship? I don't think we ever touched on that or mentioned that, or that may be defined something different to each one of us, but we definitely gonna mention that in one of the episodes going forwards. So all of you that's watching, that are subscribers, that are all friends, we may be talking about you. Stay tuned, but it will be respectfully. Listen, Not Right, Not Wrong. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, 92.6 The Spot every Friday, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. D1, JJ, Dark Mark. Peace.